What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy Grand Tizzle. Dang, man, that sounds funny saying that. I've been saying it for so long. It's like I'm hypnotized myself. But anyway, fam, welcome back to another exciting and fun tutorial. Something new that you're going to learn, something that you can put in your backpack, your arsenal, so that you can make that money, get that shmoney, and be the go-to guy in your place or your online as the guy that, go get to work from. Now, in the last tutorial, you see we built this from ground up. It took us about 45 minutes, but we're going to attempt to do another one in a very small amount of time. And the primary thing we're going to really be concentrating on is how we can actually use this as a placeholder, or should I say a template. So as you look over here, you'll see that I made a text folder. So what I did was took all the text that I already made, dumped it in here. All right. And that way we can keep our text, and we'll see how this works out for us after we do this tutorial. So we can kind of block all these out. And matter of fact, I didn't even say this. You know what I mean? That's my stupidity. So let me go ahead and save this for you guys. And you can use this as a template, of course. And then after we create the other one, you can use that as a template, or you can use it as a way to freak and tweak and kind of twerk your own style. All right, so let me go ahead and save this real quick. All right, fam, I got that boy saved up. Now let's go ahead and kind of start deleting all this stuff and get a clean slate, start from scratch. Okay, so we're going to keep the words there, and we're going to build and develop an entire new setup here. So let's go ahead and find a file to work with, and maybe, let's see, I want to use a mail here. So let's see if I got some celebrities that's already open or already cut out. F50. The real Gucci man, stand up. The real Rick Ross, stand up. All right, maybe Wale. Why Wale T? I don't know. Look at Young Buck looking real suspect. Okay, so let's just use Wale. I'm using Wale because of his pose. Actually, here, kind of like that Rick Ross. Let's try him. I don't really like the quality of that Rick Ross here. Let's find somebody else. Let's try this guy here. He's still relevant, yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna kind of go with like a gold theme, just a yellow theme. Kind of make him like black and white. Right. So let's see what we can do with the fonts we already got here. What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to make the background black, but I'm going to keep the other background white, and then it can just be interchangeable. So I'm going to paint it black. Oh, I didn't know he was not selected. Let's just go ahead and quickly remove his background here. And let's rasterize it and delete that. Okay. All right. Let's pull this up and see what fonts we're working with. Okay. So, let me kind of just, so we can see all the fonts on the board. Okay, cool. All right. So let's actually drag all these out. I'm gonna drag them out. Boom. So now they separate. And maybe we can, well, Yeah, I guess we can keep them all on the board. What I'm gonna do is kind of just start placing things places, right? So let's do the, well, let's first make the entire thing. So let's go ahead, we deselect that. And basically I'm just showing you how you can this will kind of be like a cheat, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and do something like that. And we're kind of get something going on here with him, right? We'll make him part of the theme here. So we'll do something like so. The rest of the stuff can kind of just move. We can just move it out the way. We're gonna be pulling it back up later, right? Putting it in different places. But we're gonna kind of just build, you know, build this thing together. So we'll just say, we'll call this, I don't know. Oh, I forgot about that, y'all. Okay, we're just gonna have to start this from scratch, fresh. Cause I had, what I do, I had tilted. So when you tilt it, I can't untilt it. So yeah, we just got to start scratch. Fresh. But I want to do something like big dog, big birthday, something kind of big and bold. Yeah. So we still got all the other all the other fonts on the table. So it's not all the way at a loss. You know what I mean? Okay, on this one, yeah, we're gonna kind of just stay. Let's see what this does. Okay, so we'll do something like big homie. That's always, you know what I mean? Like everybody big homie, right? Yes. And it's just for the big, you know, there's a big homie party, period, right? And let's see if we can construct that in a way where it can have some cool balance. Now you see here, right here, this is a problem. So sometimes I like to, cause sometimes the fonts kind of come out, you know, have this funny little thing to it. So sometimes you gotta individually go in there and adjust things. Okay, that's cool. All right. And then we gotta make sure that this font is pretty much doing the same thing, for lack of better words. So we'll squeeze that. Okay. And let me make sure. Oh, okay. All right. And probably I want it a little tighter. So maybe we can shrink homie down a little bit so we can kind of have, you know, like some type of thing going on. Let's shrink this down for balance. Even though the big is bigger than the homie, you know, if we could shrink it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, kind of give it some space and some noise or whatever. All right, and let's change the fonts here for now to white, so we can kind of, we're gonna go in there and really get gritty with that. And I'm gonna show you some other things that I like to do in After Effects. But this is cool for now. We're gonna come back to address that. So this is good, big homie. Let's take him and we're gonna desaturate him and make him black and white there. We just desaturate. Okay, that's cool. And then we'll kind of pop them a little bit. So we'll do some adjustment layers, and you know, I will cartoonize them if, you know what I mean, like if I had like a little time or whatever. But you know, we've been on this 10 minutes so far already. Let's see. Plus I don't even have it in here. See? Where's my yeah, I don't even know what my effects is. Okay, no problem. No problem. All right, so we'll have him here. Now the thing about this one here, let's see. We're going to go ahead and take this diamond dog and we're going to just add it there, right? And kind of just put things in different places, right? So since it's already there, here, we'll change that. This will play the same theme. And we'll do some business with that. Let's see what happens if we change the font up. Something a little different. Let's see here. Try something a little bit more. More kind of not so roundish. Okay. All right. So now I'm doing all this for a reason. You'll see in a second what we're going to be doing here. Now let me take something else here. Let's say event flyer, and we can possibly let's put it right there and move these girls up here. We're gonna maybe change that to something. All right, and maybe even this, and let's say this. All right, and let's see here. We can take this here. No, let's take this and put it like here. And let's take Finks, put Finks up here. Okay. Now we got a little something, but we're gonna make it even more special, right? We're gonna make it even more special, but I'm gonna show you. Just bear with me. So we'll hit enter, just kind of so we can have a little, like really have a little build going on there. And something I like to do. No, we're not gonna worry about that. Let's take this and I'm gonna hold shift, click that, wings, DJ, homie, him, big, presents, DJ Sphinx. And watch this. Let's shrink it, right? Let's tilt them. Boom. Boom. See that? Oh, no. It gets better than this. Don't even trip. Oh, it's about to get better. Trust. Okay. So now we got that. And here, let's take that, this, and that. And let's shrink this. And of course, we'll tilt this too. Now, I really should have tilted everything, but the thing about it is everything is not going to be tilted. But that's really high energy there. You see that? Real high energy. Here, let's zoom that in a little more because that ain't really, there you go. We got to get perfect with that. Okay, cool. All right. And then we'll put that like, I don't know. We'll figure somewhere for that. Yeah. Or maybe that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so we got that. You know, we got the Remy thing. We got the advert thing. And sponsors. And yeah, we're going to put them down there. And we're going to tilt that too. But this was the main thing here. So now what we want to do from this point, before we start kind of adding the background, we're going to almost kind of pre-decorate the text and things like that. So let's go in here to our layers and kind of just start building on it. We'll give it a little stroke. Let's give it a gray stroke here. And I don't know, just play with it. We give it a little thingy there, you know. Let it go in there and do its crazy thing. Maybe make the depth a little thicker. All right, size. Play with the size a little bit. Okay, that's kind of cool. And let's see, do some couture. We do some texture. I don't know if I like the texture, but let's see. Yes. Nope, don't like the texture, but the couture is cool. Let's see, let's make sure. Okay, yeah. Range. Okay. And what else? Just see if we can do a little something different. Nope, that's simple. Okay, that's cool. All right, and maybe go back to this and see if we maybe toy around a little bit. I think we're gonna just kind of do this here, and really, if we move this around, we can get more out of this here. Let's no, we want you on the edge, bro. Okay, but I really want here, we need to actually do this like normal, because I want something on the side too here. No, not the middle. All right, that's decent. Let's see. There we go. Because I'm really trying to get something kind of going on around there. Okay. And we'll keep it, let me see, what happens if we put a drop shadow there? Put a drop shadow, yeah, that's good. Probably not gonna be seen when I'm like completely done, but that's decent. And we'll simply right click and we'll copy that layer style and we'll pin it to homie. So just right click and then we'll paste. All right, and we got a little something. Okay, and now we can also paste it to Diamond Dog, but we're gonna make some minor adjustments to that one. Because as you see, because the font is little, it can't take the same stroke sizes and stuff like that. But we will keep it in the same neighborhood of what we got going on here. So, that being said, like the drop shadows don't have to be that big. All right, and the couture here, we got, do we need that? Let's see if I can That might be cool. Maybe I can put a little some at the top. Dye it a little bit at the bottom. That's cool because we're going to be putting a lot of madness in there. So the madness I want to do is primarily going to be some decent background information. So let's see here. So I want to try something here. We're going to put a yellow, like a yellow texture behind there, and then we're going to beat it up. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. So let's copy something from Google and we'll paste it, and just kind of just blow it up. And don't worry about it looking too cute. We're gonna beat it up. So how we're going to beat it up is we're going to go back to our paint brushes and pick out some black paint. It's going to be black and yellow. So let's get our paint brushes here. Make a few spills, make a few dabs. Here we got a lot right here. So let's double click on this one and let's shrink it down. Let's get our black. Black is already selected. So let's kind of just start. Oops. Now it's supposed to be sharper than that. So, okay, there we go. I need a more high definition brush. So we got that one. Let's see what this does here. Okay. Okay, that's good. And let's try to get maybe a few different other variety of brushes here. And we're just gonna beat it up. So the beat up is going to be based off of, or should I say the locations we're gonna beat it up. It's gonna be based off. So let's go ahead and let me create another layer here, because this whole section needs to be beat up. We got that, and I can afford to do that. Okay, oops, no I can't. Right, that. And I can kind of straighten some things up on the fly as I go. Let's see if we can utilize this brush anywhere else. Maybe directly behind his head. And we'll come back in there and kind of tighten some things up. And if it sounds like I got a cold, it's because I do. Okay, so I'll shrink that down. I just like to be transparent with everybody. You know, because I'm imperfect. And when you're imperfect, it's just funner to just be real, right? Because I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, then I have a really hard time. But since I'm not perfect, it's just way better to just keep it real. Okay, fam. So we got that. Now let me go ahead and add another little drama right here. Bop, 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 bop. And then maybe we can add a little something here. Let me turn this brush so I can get some other little strokes, because I want to get some strokes on them edges. And then I'm gonna also show y'all how we're gonna treat the yellow as they got their own strokes, right? So let's see here. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's nice. And we will use these for the edges. Sweet. Awesome live. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. And maybe this one. Okay. And kind of fill in these little gaps here. What else here? All right, so we're on a little something, right? We need one long stroke behind this font up here we got. So let's see if I can get maybe this brush. That's not quite a long stroke, and I think I got some other ones. I hate when I hate saying long stroke. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, I think these are actually the same brushes, but I'll try something different. Okay, there we go. Better. Let's get here and let's turn it. Okay, beautiful. So we'll shrink this down here and we'll make this, you know, one of the little things, and then we got to go back and get that font because we done just made it disappear, did we not? All right, and I'm gonna have to figure out what that was. That was Big Time Presents, right? Yes. So let's select it, and we can make sure that that's white so it can be seen, and that's perfect. Okay, so so we got some things happening here, right? I would like to shrink that down a little bit, but you can't move it much now, so I'll kind of put into play. Okay, and you know, maybe we can now move this information up here, and of course I'm gonna want to change that. It's matter that didn't change. There you go. All right. And, you know, I'll probably change that there. Of course, we change the color, but the goal is to see if we can actually attempt to, you know, keep everything as is. You know, we made it. It's already there. We just put them in different locations, you know. So I can see, yes. No, we got to do that differently. Yeah, we want to do that differently. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what else we can do. Let's go ahead and get some paint, and let's get some grunginess, and let's kind of dirty this spot up a little more. So we'll take something like the light colors, and we'll make sure that we have a layer over the yellow, and let's like pick a darker part of the color and just come and add some noise, you know what I mean? We'll add some noise. You see, so now we really, you know, it loses the look of, you know, nice beautiful satin. Now it's kind of just, you know, texture, just an interesting texture. So you want to be able to do different things like that, so that you can always have a variety of looks. You know, you always have a variety of looks. So let's blow this up. All right, and whenever you see it start to, always knock them edges off. You see the edges coming in. All right, and maybe let me put some other textures in there. So let me put some white textures. Turn this around, lay it on his back. and kind of this need to go above. Sorry about that. This should go above the text layer. And then we simply erase what we don't want. And kind of just, kind of just dirtying and splashing things up. Let's get some black or some brown and just and do that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, before we go further, I'm going to make sure that all these elements is really aligned according to how they should be aligned. All right, sorry about that, y'all. So usually I can just, hold control and select these layers regardless of where they're located. But it seems like it's not letting me do that now. And maybe because this text folder is in the way. Let me move that. Right. Hold on, I gotta start over. Sorry about that. All right, so DJ Finks, Bang Time, Big. Oh, see, it's okay. You see what it's doing? Okay, so for some reason, and you literally just saw me do it, and I apologize for that. Normally you can just hold shift, hold control shift, and select it, and it was selected no matter what layer it's on. But now it's kind of just doing it different. So what I'm gonna do is kind of just, for now, for the sake of moving forward, I'm gonna adjust them manually. Okay, so I'll tell you guys what, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Now, I'm just going to finish this out. I'm just going to manually do it one at a time, and I'm gonna do some research to find out how it allowed me the first time, but it wouldn't allow me the second time. But I really want this to lean in particular, in a particular way. So so I'll just be patient and do it one at a time. All right, trying to touch this black paint. It's not letting me. Okay, we'll get to it. Don't worry about it. All right. And then let's get this fun font here. It's giving me a hard time. There we go. Okay, and that's much better. The angling is much better. This can be tilted according to, and I know I just stretched it, but it's okay. So yeah, after a while, after your layers start, piling up, things like that, you're gonna start having issues with touching the wrong layer. But you'll get used to it, and you end up working, finding a workaround. All right, so we got all of the angling properly done. Sometimes you might need to just click away from the font and then click back to it to get where you're trying to get to. All right, so what we're going to do here is add some contrast to these fonts. So let's just select them and turn them black so we can have some reading contrast. And we'll do the same thing for wings. Click away, click back, click away, click back. And we'll make that black too. And let's move it down. And don't worry about not seeing it, because I'll go in here and just erase that background there. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. We got this paint here. So let me go ahead and make some space for wings. And party and fun. Okay. And then we can take our sponsors. Okay. Sometimes you gotta just move these things out the way so you can get to where you need to get to. All right, let's go and add some other elements in here to add some other dimensions so we can put some more text there. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of add this space there and go and get another paintbrush. And this is going to be specifically to add some more textual elements. So let's make sure that we tilt that to where that matches the flow of where everything is going. Okay, something like that. Okay, that's good. And then maybe we can bring up event flyer and let's see, girls free But then probably here, let's do this, because you kind of always want to just go kind of back and forth with different design elements, but maintaining the theme, right? So we'll shrink this and we'll just kind of put that across like so. And then what other little elements we might can kind of find in there, and kind of make them feel like, well, I really don't know the structure. You don't really want them to know the structure of you know, how you got the design going, you know, like what is the structure, how did they you know, put that together, you know, what elements was there, what wasn't, you know. You kind of want to have them like in that type of space, head space. Let's get a black. And we almost got them. We almost got them done. All right, and let's kind of deal with these here. You know, they shouldn't be red. It's really throwing the whole flyer off altogether. And something that I'm not liking about that in particular, and we're gonna have to fix that. Here, let's do this. So we got 26 May and Saturday. All right. First of all, let's shrink them down. Okay. Got something a little better here. And let's draw them close and shrink it down. Let's make the top the same size as the May. Oops. Sorry. And that should be it. All right, so he's saying basically, don't tell nobody really the date, you know? So that's what he said. Don't really tell people the date. And let's try a different font. I'm not completely satisfied with that one. All right, that might be okay if everything was capital May. And Saturday. All right. All right, so it seems like we got some balances off a little. Okay, great. No, that's not great. That's not great at all. That was very wrong. Okay, no. Those fonts are simply not working. Hold on. let me do something. Something is not working here, right? So we don't want this looking quirky like it is. So we're just going to start completely over, right? Let's do that. Apply, delete. We're just going to start over completely. Okay, so let's bring this down to something reasonable, like I don't know, 30 maybe, smaller than 30, 14. Okay, and then let's take it off this font because this font is really screwing everything up. So we say the 26th May, all right, and on a Saturday. Now, let's make that auto, and let's make this 0. Okay, now let's manually adjust this. Better, much better. And then let's tighten it up. Okay, now we're on to something. Now let's say next to bold, we actually can get it a little bolder than that. And let's shrink it down. All right. Excellent. Much better. Now we can give it a color, which will be white. And stroll you over here and make sure that you really fall in line with the big fonts. So we're not going to try to make you fall in line with him. We want you to fall in line with the fonts because it's going to be visible. All right, let's make you a little big. So it's still looking off balance, but not necessarily because it's because of him, not because of the words necessarily. But we'll strike a balance. There we go. Okay. And now we maybe adjust this. All right. And now let's make it big, and to add a little bit of flavor and movement, we can kind of drop it behind his head.
Yes.
All right, not that far. Okay. And then let's rasterize it, right? And then go get our little eraser brush and kind of beat it up a little bit. So we will there's a lot of ways we can beat it up. Let me try this one first. Okay, and then maybe we can break it up with maybe this here. Okay, that's all right, that's good. All right, and then we have this last little piece here that we can do something with. You know, really there's nowhere really to put this here. I'll here we can chop that up. And then do it like so, and we can adjust it and blow it up. So this will be some important, you know, supplementary content, you know, information.
Yes.
advanced test. I don't know. And you know, might as well tilt it. You know, had a whole theme kind of going the same direction, you know. Put back this up a little bit. All right, and kind of get a little popping like that. Now let's kind of put some contrast on a few things like that. Kind of take a step back, see what we're working with here, and kind of take it from there. We can put the Remy Ma, we can put all them things like up there, you know, sponsors up there. Sponsors Remy and that, and that's about it. We could put some other information down here. This look like that need a little bit more tilting down it. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and I'm kind of just making sure that everything have a proper balance here. Yeah, something like that. And I know I said put the yellow, but that just adds a little bit more dynamic range to it. You know, trains in the background and all that. And let's see here, let's kind of give it some texture. So we give it some texture by, let's select the plate and then erase it with paint. See that? Have a little fun with it like that. All right, and that is oh, you know what? A few more things real quick, because I see some things that can really be addressed here. We need a little bit more harmonial balance. So one of the things that I would like to do is we got to get some white in there. Got to balance a few things out. Not like that. There's too much white, but you get the picture. So let's get a shrink game going on here and get some things popping. See if we can get that happening. And you know, maybe DJ Spinks and kind of just get a little spray thing going on there, right? Get some paint going on right there. And you don't want to use too much. You really want to have variety, you know, as much variety as possible. So that's a good thing here. A little splashes there, you know. Let them know that you know, you're doing all this on purpose. Right, and you got to be really careful when you're using something like this with the edge. You really can't move it when you're stacking it up, you know. Okay, that's pretty good. And maybe a paint stroke or two we'll do a decent job. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Maybe here and down there. And I don't know, something like so. And last but not least, let's copy and paste the QR code on there. I put a lot of them on flyers now, so you got to do your part. Offer that to them, sell it to them, however you want to do it. So it's gonna be a spot for it, and then we can finalize this. And let me actually put some layers of dirt on top of the. Actually, did I remove some? Yeah, I did. We got to put some more layers of dirt and grunge on over top of everything, the text and all. And then we put some sparkles on it. Then we done. Sparkles. Always got to put sparkles on it. All right. Maybe we can do some brown. Let's kind of just try some dots here. And since we're gonna do the dots, let's put them down here, like above that, something like that. Yeah. And we kind of giving it, giving it a tied in look. We kind of tying it in. And let's this here. That was supposed to be over the text, idiot. Okay, there we go. I'll erase that. All right, then we get a little bit of that. And then let me erase what we don't need. And we can, so you got a little line there. Go ahead and keep that there. Because we got a little busy, little craziness going on. And then let's make our final layer up top. Drag it above the text floor and make it a little near dodge. And then we start popping it with some glow. So we pick something. Let's try this one first. So that glow is and always give it its own little thing, It always makes something authentic. It almost kind of put like a film, like a true serious film look over it. Is it film or film? Film. My code got me talking crazy, so I apologize for that. All right. And there you have it. We have a little happy little thing going on there, as Bob Ross would say. And let's see here. Shrink some things down. Explode some things. Yeah, let's make some things glow. Yeah. Yep. That's how you do that there, son. Do your thing, player, do your thing. Okay, fam, so that really finalizes this. It wraps it up. That was too much. You know, you gotta remember, we gotta keep contrast. So let's keep that in mind. All right, so anyway, this is the Big Homie Splash Bash Mash Party. And this is just, of course, one of many different styles and directions that you can go. I hope you benefited from this and liked it this one. And if you, hopefully you was able to ignore the clogginess of my nose. And, you know, we kind of piling in some tutorials. So, you know, I don't know if you're going to be hearing this, you know, more and more. But, you know, like I said, we got to get this information in. We got to get this knowledge in. The summer is rolling around. School is out. You got to get this information under your belt because there's graduations party to get done. There's weddings to be done. Unfortunately, funerals is bound to happen. You know, and you just want to be able to, you know, have all your skills, you know, all wrapped up, ready to go. Get that work. All right, fam, I hope you benefited from this. I hope you enjoyed it. And just stay tuned because we got a lot more where this comes from. So until the next time, I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Thank you for watching. Peace.